Hello, it's Nikki, and I'm here with another portrait. Today's portrait is called White, and this was another experiment for me. I was experimenting with white hair, so I've never actually done white hair before. I can't remember the last time if I've ever done white hair, but the reason I thought it would be a little tricky is because you have to capture like the shading and highlights with the hair being white. Like the shadows, if you make the shadows too dark, it can kind of overpower it, and I wanted the hair to look really light and white. And to kind of accentuate that, I went with like a really pale skinned person. I almost went with like full albino with like red eyes, but I decided to do blue eyes because I wanted to do this kind of light effect across the eyes, which you'll see in a second, which I think I draw into the sketch soon. But I used like a combination of a few different images to come up with this one. Like I had one with the skin shading that I was gonna do, so like lots of red on the skin and around the eyes and the cheeks. There was one with a really red lipstick that I wanted to do for her, and one with the shading of the hair that I wanted, and then of course one with the pose. So the pose was like, and the hairstyle I took directly from one piece. I did switch it up a little bit. I thought it was a little boring, so I made the hair kind of added some movement to the hair and made it kind of swishy. I kept all the jewelry of the pose reference photo because I really liked the jewelry. I thought it was really cool, and I thought it would make the piece a little more interesting, having all the little nose ring and lips ring and earrings, all of that. It was really cool. So I kept all of that. In thinking about this piece, I at first didn't really like how it was going. I don't know, like something about it, I didn't feel like it was working very well. So when I came back and changed up the hair was like after leaving it for a little bit, and I had said as much in my Twitch chat that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure I really like it. And one of my friends was like, I really like it, you should keep going, don't give up on it. And while I didn't intend on giving up on it, it was really I felt really happy that this person was so nice. This person is Jebby. he was so nice to encourage me and made me feel a little bit better about, pushing through. So, here you can see the red that I added, that the kind of like super translucent skin kind of idea. So, like all her blood vessels are showing through. Well, not blood vessels, that would be kind of creepy, but like the blood is showing through her skin. She gets like red really easily, so that was the idea. I really liked the reference. The reference had like the eyes almost like a look of being blind, so the pupils were like white. I almost thought of going with that, but to be honest, it wouldn't have mattered because of the effects that I put over the eyes in the end. But I kind of wanted the eyes color to show up a little bit more, so I was like, nah. It was the same reason I didn't want to do the red. Well, not really. I guess the reason I didn't want to do the red eyes, when I tried it looked a little evil, and I didn't want to. I don't know if I could pull off like a natural looking albino, so I didn't actually do that. But I really like how the red accents on her skin came out, like the red nose and the really red eyelids and stuff. Everything really worked together nicely. The end product for this one was a lot nicer than I expected. While doing it, I wasn't, very optimistic. I thought it was I wasn't sure if it was going to work together. But anyways, we already started rendering a while now, so the skin actually finished pretty quickly. These lips came out so nice. I loved how these lips came out. I was in between doing these lips or what was the other one called? The pink one. I can't remember what it's called now. The one that I actually used for the lip tutorial. I was in between doing which one I would do the lip tutorial with, and I almost chose this one. I flipped a coin in the end to decide which one I was gonna go with. because I really like how luscious these lips were. They're thick and really nice and glossy, and I really liked them. So I was really happy with how it came out, and all the little details came together really nicely. I'm starting to get the hang of, you know, slowly but surely improving the little things that I do, like how I draw the eyes, or how I do the nose or the mouth. You know, it's kind of developing my own style and figuring things out that I like, or adapting things that I see in other people's work, which is important for developing your own style. It's how you develop your style, right? You're kind of a mishmash of all the things that you're exposed to. So as I find things on Instagram or on Pinterest that I really like how it's done, I implement it in my work, and I eventually integrate it into my style if it's something that really appeals to me. For example, the way I did the lips, how I can't remember the first one I did this on now. Maybe it was Roya. Yeah, and I really liked it on that one, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing this, and I keep doing it now. I don't know if maybe I'll find a new style of lips to try soon. But for now, I really liked this style. I just realized I wasn't recording audio on Streamlabs. So the way I do these videos, I record my face through Streamlabs because it's easiest to use my camera. I don't know. I just do it there. And then I record audio on both Streamlabs and DaVinci, where I edit my videos. That way I can sync the audio to the video and to the recording. Everything can sync up, but I wasn't recording audio in Streamlabs, so if the lips aren't synced to the audio properly in the first half of this video, I'm really sorry. I will try my best, but anyways, continuing with this art piece. Yeah, we're doing the jewelry. Oh gosh, I really like how the jewelry came out. I was kind of doing a mishmash of things that I learned from doing jewelry prior. You know, the way that the light kind of reflects and has these really sharp dark edges and these interspersed dark and light bands sometimes, and I was trying to capture that with the earrings. I wasn't really using the actual earrings and nose ring and lip ring as reference from the reference image. I don't know why I didn't. I just kind of did it from my head, and I really like how they came out in the end. It was really cool. I think right now I'm testing out textures, just like I did with Roya's picture. Every now and then I'll like go into Photoshop and test out to see if the texture thing works with the piece that I'm doing. This one I feel like I didn't really like the texture on her skin, but later on you'll see I do use the texture on her clothes, and I was very happy with that. It's kind of random, honestly. I don't know if it fits into the whole piece very well, but I liked it. In the end, I did like it. I used like a texture, another texture to put on the clothes itself, like a pattern, you can say, and it was cool enough. I liked it. But yeah, for the bangs, I was just trying to like add some interest. I wasn't sure if like it just being like a solid piece across was gonna work, so I tried to add like some spaces. And now I'm darkening up some of the hair. So this is what I was talking about before. Like, you can't go too dark with white hair. I mean, I guess you could if you're doing like super high contrast piece. You could totally do that for sure. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to go too dark. So I was very gentle with my shadows. And I sparing with where I put the really dark colors. And I tried to keep the highlights, you know, very pale, I guess. And the color that I put down at first, that white, was my main highlight. I didn't actually add any lighter highlight on top of that. I kept it pretty simple. But yeah, we are doing the clothes now, and I think we're coming to the end of this one. I tested out a couple of textures, and yeah, there's the texture I chose, and I ended up warping it around the body. I wanted to warp it a little bit more so it would look more wrapped around her, but I was being lazy and I just did a little warping. But anyways, here are the final close-ups. As you can see, my little highlight thing across the eyes. Oh, I loved the look of that. I think that's my favorite part of this whole piece. Even though I love the lips a lot too. But anyways, I hope you like this final piece. It's one of my favorites. Definitely going to love this one in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the comments. Please leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.